Hello, hello. Welcome to Handelabra Live. I am John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra Games. It's been a couple weeks. I wasn't able to stream last week, but I am back. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated, so be excellent to one another. Say hello in the chat and come join me on online multiplayer if you can. Today we are gonna play multiplayer just with you or whoever happens to join the game. This should be a public game, visible to anybody. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and you can join me. We'll see who wants to play. We can play up to 6, and we can just sort of coordinate by we can have text chat, and I can give you one-way voice. And if other people want to coordinate in the Discord or something like that, feel free to do that. Let me know if you can't join the game. Aristotle's working. Yeah, it is midday for a lot of people. That might not be possible, but if you do have the inclination and ability to join in multiplayer, let's see. Let's give it a couple minutes and see if we can get some people to join. If not, we'll play some solo. And we can set up the adversary scenario, whatever we want. What else? You might be wondering, how is Jagged Earth going? Jagged Earth is finished. Jagged Earth is released. You can play every spirit, every adversary scenario aspect from Jagged Earth, including Starlight Seeks Its Form. And we just released a big bug fix update, 2.8.1 yesterday, with a huge list of fixes, and there's more coming. We're going to get another bug fix update out with a few more things. There's one notable multiplayer thing has to do with Isolate, so we'll get that fixed up, as well as a few other items. So yeah, that's coming along nicely, as well as Promo Pack 2 development. I'm gonna say that maybe we can preview a bit of Promo Pack 2 next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, maybe everyone's sleeping today, and we're not going to have a multiplayer game. Let's give it a minute or two more, see if we get any takers on there. So, yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask about what's going on. Yeah, it's been pretty busy outside of work for me with some family stuff, so that's why I wasn't around last week. But I'm back in the saddle, mostly. Alright, it's looking like nobody is popping in. It is the middle of the workday in North America, so no Europeans? Ankroyd, you out there? Richard? Non-antagonistic, also working. Alright, well, hopefully I can distract you from your work instead. So let's pop back and play solo. But if you're in the chat and you want to play, just mention it and I'll jump back and play multiplayer. Yeah, if we go to multiplayer to say 42 players are in games. So like people are playing right now. What is my favorite spirit to play and least favorite? Just go back into my game. Change my spirit. If someone pops in, there's 40 players around. Maybe they'll finish their games and join us. I don't know if I have a favorite or least favorite. We can see my stats. This is a new sorting order you can do. Most played and least played. So obviously it makes sense Starlight is here in least played because it's the newest. And also, like, my stats are not necessarily representative of normal play because I do a lot of testing. But Lure, Volcano, Sunbright, Heart of the Wildfire, that tracks. I tend to play those a lot. I don't know if they're favorites, but I'll often throw them on. And yeah, I don't choose to play Fractured Days if I'm like just playing for myself. I'm not going to click that. So if there is a least favorite, it's just like too complicated for a relaxing game, right? So it's very powerful and very good. So I don't think it's not least favorite, but it's definitely not I want to relax with the game of Spirit Island. I'm going to choose Fractured Days with the Sky. That's not really it. So, yeah, and the ranking here is actually all based on your statistics. Um, which for me, sometimes these get reset. These are clearly way smaller numbers than reality for me because I reset them once in a while for testing and stuff, which is a developer thing I can do. And so, yeah, like it says I've never played Resilience, which is not true. I mean, most of my stats are actually on a development build, not in the Steam build, or maybe it's on iPad or whatever, so it varies a lot. Yeah, we could probably, it's interesting, we could make a all-time most played. We could grab the global stats and bring that into a sorting. That could be interesting. You could like sort of figure it out yourself here as well. But yeah, so it says I played Starlight once, right? Which is obviously not true in general. And Earth 0 times, like Vital Strength 0 times, that's not the case. It's just how much time have I played on this Steam version since the last time I did a developer reset. Alright, let's just play a new game. Let's go with 3. Or just a quick play. Let's do a quick play. Then we don't have to pick 3. And I don't want to get an 11 game. Let's go for like 6 to 7. Let's just chill. Got England 4, Sharp Fangs, Teeth, and Bringer. That seems nice. Like a cozy game. Cozy game of England. Turn off, let's switch up the view a little bit. Let's go with alternate style, no land numbers. Let's go for a misty. This is almost like old-timey, right? With the black and white. Alright, Sharp Fangs gets to put presence in any land with beasts. Prefer jungles. I mean, it's easy for me to go to jungles, but also my powers work in jungles, right? So, I'm gonna go with there. So Bringer doesn't have any Dahan in its lands. Usually you kind of want to have some, like if Bringer started on this board, it would start with 2 in its land already. Really nice for Call Upon Midnight's Dreams. I find myself always, like I always want to play this on the first turn, get 3 or 4 energy, get a major power, and just build the game around that. This is a nice, like, easy thing to do. So maybe I don't want to do that? No, I'll probably do that. We have mountains. We have England 4. So the usual stuff. And immigration, high immigration for the whole game. So that's a thing. Are there any builds we can stop? No. This one. This one, right? There's only one town adjacent. Oh no, there's another. There's a town in that mountain. Oh. That makes it even worse. Okay, so they're building everywhere. And this blight is a problem here for Sharp Fangs, right? This might be a prey on the builders kind of situation. I guess Terrifying Chase is okay too, right? Maybe it's a Terrifying Chase. Push them out? I think that's okay. We have to get our presence in there, which we need to do a ranging hunt to do that. But if we're using either of these, we're not getting the damage this turn anyway, right? So I would like to gain a power card. Maybe we get a card that deals with it separately too. Yeah, like Hear the Remonsters is good. I do really like Nature's Resilience. It has great elements. It means we can defend that next turn, and there's 2 Dahan there already. So I think that's my choice here. We just had to make a Sacred Site there next turn, which is not a problem. It means we're not converting as many beasts, as many presents into beasts, but That's for next turn. And we want to pull this beast into here. But I think we're probably going to play like Heath Gleam or something like that. We can't really do Terrifying Chase and Train the Builders. So and we don't have to go up this track. Maybe go to the card plays track, because we got a really good card for elements. I think I'm going to put in here and just leave the presence there, but take one out. And I like Terrifying Chase. Praying the Builders is like stop city builds and stuff, right? And high migrations and things. Double builds, so I think let's not use it just yet. Because mountains might like come out, not there, but like there might be a double, so. And we have energy, so I think, and 2 Near the Jungle doesn't really do anything against England, so let's do Teeth Gleam and get some stonks, as they say. And did you know with the neck with 2.8 you can do this? You can move your spirits to different corners. Huge if true. True. You can do that. Guess I can move myself to the bottom left corner. You can see me a little better. Whoop. The AI thing is, or it's not AI, I don't know what it is. It's not AI, it's a non-AI algorithm is cutting half of my face off there. I don't know what's going on. Lighting, I guess. I keep meaning to get a proper green screen. Maybe sometime. Not today. Alright, Devouring Teeth. The Sandworm. I don't know if I really have a pattern with this spirit. It always seems to never have enough cards, right? Because you often... A lot of spirits have the reclaim and gain 1, and this doesn't have that. It's more like Earth, right? Like where you're always adding presence, but sometimes gaining, sometimes reclaiming. It's like the same. This is like exactly the same as... Almost exactly the same as Earth, right? Except... Range 0 is with gain power card. And range 2 is with reclaim. I think it's the same otherwise, right? That's interesting. Even though this is like not the defend spirit. The defensive spirit. It has this. We don't have a... great place to use it because the Dahan... Like, pushing the Dahan out... It's great if you have a land with lots of Dahan, and then you can still keep a bunch in the land. Which actually is something that we want to do with Bringer, right? So... But the mountains don't have Dahan. There's not a lot of nearby Han. Who picked these boards? Who chose this organization? It was not optimal. We can, like, eat some of these guys pretty easily. Maybe we can kill the town here next turn with Ranging Hunt, and so we can deal with these 2 lands from this guy. So let's get a power card. See if we get something useful. And 4, push Blight. Oh man, elements for these are not good. Win days though. What if we repeat Column Midnight Stream and get 2 majors? Means we... Yeah, that's interesting. And if I'm not going to have enough energy to repeat a power. This is really fun, but I don't... It's, like, too soon. We could grab Seer Anger. And start getting Badlands. It's a fun idea to do that to Call of Midnight Streams. And just get majors Just replace all of these with major powers. That would be interesting. You kind of run out of energy probably, but... Alright, and let's get presents like into these mountains. Whole side of the board, no mountains. They're all clustered up in this half. Want 2-card plays? We did pick up a 0 cost, so I think we do. Means we can... Doesn't give us anything. We could... Yeah, we could do this and this and then defend 9 on that land next turn. Or just let it blight, but like... This seems pretty good. We can throw Badlands on here, so we can actually kill out the Explorer as well, or put it somewhere else. We have options for that. Cool. Alright. Bringer. Bringer gonna bring. What would you do if you didn't do the Call Midnight Stream turn 1? Like, you're not gonna defend. I guess you might, like, Predatory Nightmares somewhere and, like, get some other card to play. But why do that when Call and Midnight Stream do trick? I kind of like getting in here. I want to get in. I want 4 to hunt. Okay, we're just going to do the thing. We're going to do the thing that you do. Or I do. Presumably it's not just me. Play these 2 cards. Have 4 to hunt in a land. Ideally, someone else helps you get even more, but that's not happening. So we're going to look at the fear card. We're going to get our fear first. Because we might not have the thresholds anymore when we... Lands with Dahan if defend 1 per Dahan. Ha ha ha. That is actually useful. That means we can defend 9. If we hit a land with Dahan, we can defend and push Dahan, but they're not in the right place. I don't know. We have some... That's interesting if we get that fear card next turn. Alright, we're going to grab 2 to hunt. Maybe these solo ones, and use this. Pent Up Calamity. Oh my gosh. Look at these powers. Pent Up Calamity, Terrifying Nightmares, Winds of Rest, and Vengeance of the Dead. This is one... Is this one for the podcast? Let's take a screenshot for the podcast, the Spirited Discussion podcast. I'll minimize this and then take another screenshot of the island. That's all the information, right? There's no other information that has happened yet. That's fully informative. What would you pick in the chat? Tell me what you pick. That's going to be the discussion. If you haven't heard the podcast with Alex and Thomas, formerly Kalen, it's really good. And they do a thing where you can submit a power draft and they'll discuss about what they would do. And here they could also say, like, would you forget Call of Midnight's Dreams, or would you forget something else and go for something else? Because, like, maybe these aren't good to play this turn, right? I mean, I think they are. Like, we can stop this build totally with Terrifying Nightmares. We could stop a city build if we wanted with Winds of Rust, though it's not doing the defend is not important this turn. You could, if you wanted to not forget Call of Midnight's Dreams, definitely Winds of Rust, right? Because you can grab this and we have a big defend for next turn. But personally, it's between these two for me. Pent Up Calamity and Terrifying Nightmares. Pent Up Calamity is excellent. Makes lots of tokens, does tons of damage. Aristotle would go for Nightmares or Rust. Yeah, I mean, the only one that's sort of the odd The odd one out is Avengers of the Dead. But it's actually, I mean, it's not terrible. The elements are good for Bringer, and since we have two other really good damaging spirits, it can work. But it's hard to use, right? So if it costs 2, I don't know, maybe people would like it more. Maybe not. I think it's one of those ones that are like, oh, you never want to see that card or whatever. But like Terrifying Nightmares, like so much fear. You're hitting the threshold really easily. It hits your innate. So for me, it's that, and I want to use it right away. I want to use it every turn. Because even though it doesn't get rid of stuff, Bringer doesn't get rid of stuff anyways. So it doesn't change that about Bringer at all, right? We could push these guys into here. That's an option. Or we could just stop the build totally. We could either stop the build or bring him in for counterattacks. I don't know if they've ever used them. Yeah, give it a try sometime. Like, just intentionally, like, take it when you wouldn't. Just to play around with it. It's got some uses. But it can be tricky because, like, sort of like, if you're blowing everything up, it blows them up more. It's like, well, they were already dead. So yeah, that's my thought is, do these guys go out this way, or do they go just, like, into here or here? I'm thinking kind of like throw them into this one, and we make it like we put Badlands. We can get one Dahan in there through marked territory. It's only one. It's not amazing, but with the Badlands, that kills the city, right? So, and if we push the town here, they don't build, right? Because there's no other adjacent. We can check that with the thing, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to build there. I think I like smash them up. So yeah, no build. So we prevent the build. They're gonna build a city now, but we're gonna set up to blow it up with Badlands and Ranging Hunts and stuff. And we can give Breeder Smite over to the Ranging Hunts. We definitely can kill everything there. So I think we have a good plan for that. So we called on Midnight's Dreams, and they were a terrifying nightmare. Alright, and Ranging Hunt is literally just gonna move presence into here for Terrifying Chase later, so not that exciting, but a necessary move. Alright. The build. The Explore into Sands. I'm starting to test out some buried terrain stuff, and the Sands thing is just really... everything is hard with that scenario. I'm sure with more experience you get used to it, but it's like, oh, I have a cascade, I'll throw it in the sands. Oh, that continues cascading. So, that's something. Alright, Badlands go here. So sands are up next, right? Which is... it's fine. Not great, not terrible. And we want to have Death approach beneath the surface. Leave that there because we're going to use marked territory there. And, oh yeah, we can put another beast in here. That's great. Oh, like, this is solved, like, immediately. I just have to do 1 damage there, and, well, 2 damage, like, use Ranging Hunt there at the end. There's already 2 beasts in Badlands, so. It's nice when a plan comes together. And this Terrifying Chase, where do we want them to go? I'm wary of putting them in here because it is... that's going to be the capital, and we don't really have a lot of stuff going on over there. Maybe in here, and put the Dahan in, and maybe the Dahan kill them. There's lots of fear cards that say coastal lands, damage per Dahan, and stuff like that. And in here, it's not amazing. So let's put the 2 Dahan in here. Nah, I'll just rescue that one later, maybe. I think that's better. Alright, so Mountain Ravage. We're going to defend 6 there. We're going to defend 9 there. And move the Dahan. Oh, we can just move the Dahan here. Oh, but except... he's going to be dead. We would need to defend this also. So that... I mean, we could dread apparitions there. But we may as well dread apparitions here, right? Alright, let's do you. 3 card plays. If we get +1 energy, we can do 3 card plays with what we have, and we get Ranging Hunt. Kind of energy poor after that, but we do always have this button we can click. Maybe we get, let's just get more cards and play lots of cards. And maybe they're free and have elements. Oh, look, gather to Dahan. That means we can actually... Oh, there's no Dahan around. I want more Dahan to, like, actually fight. Maybe... not enough range. We need a sacred site here for this. I mean, we could, oh, we have add beasts. We also have an add beasts. I feel like that's just a card you have to click on, right? As Sharp Bangs. You want more beasts? The other drafts are fine. Like, they're fine. But it's free and it adds beasts. Like, what more do you really want? So we can play either Prey on the Builders or Swarming Wasps. We're not going to be in a position to actually be in a land for Prey on the Builders. So, it's Swarming Wasps, which I'm happy to play every day. Alright, Teeth is going to play Mark Territory, and we were thinking of Furious Might, but actually we don't need it. Not even a little bit. So do we gain another card? I think we start going up energy so that we can start to pay for all these things. Actually, if we gain a card, we would need to get a 0-cost card, which isn't guaranteed. I think it's this, and next turn we get a card. So yeah, I think that's probably the call. I mean, we could also just not defend that. It's not a big deal. Maybe we, because we just don't need to do that. It's not super necessary. We could save this for next turn and get something different. Maybe we do that in the sands or something, right? This Dahan would die, but we could also just pop in there with Dread Apparitions, right? We don't want to... I think instead of... Often I want to reclaim and play Terrifying Nightmares again, but I think... Honestly, I might even... Next turn, reclaim one. So this turn, get over here, Dread Apparitions, generate fear, defend that land. And next turn, honestly, just reclaim one and Terrifying Nightmares. That might be fine, because we want to get up the elements track to get that 4 moon as soon as we can. I don't know, maybe we do this. Let's see. So, I think I want to do this and get into there. It doesn't have to be, I don't have to be in here, I could be in there, but I need to be in here to generate more fear, right? So that's covered by Bringer now. Look at this, like, you know sometimes you're like, just playing your own board, but like from the beginning of the game, Sharp Fangs is over here taking care of this, Bringer's over here taking care of this. Bringer came over here on the first turn. This is a great example of, like, you don't have to stay on your own board. Like, get it, mix it up. Teamwork makes the dream work. And the dreams of the Dahan and the Midnight's dreams and the terrifying, everything is terrifying. Teamwork makes the dream work. Something makes the nightmares work. We can workshop that. Okay, so, I mean, that's just gonna blight, right? Like, that's not a big deal. It's just a... Not even a cascade. This is gonna be ranging hunted. So, Peter's like, I don't know, what do I do? Just prepare, right? Like, get... We can get in here with our low power. Let's just get closer to here. Maybe we can herd towards the lurking maw. For that. Alright. Actually, predatory nightmares can take a furious might. We can, like, make a huge fear attack. So, unless we get something good from this, I think I could, well, yeah, I could get energy instead of a card, but I think I just want card because I can do whatever. So, fire in the sky. We just strife this and have the Dahan. We found another solution. Defend here, push the Dahan, strife the city, beat the end. So, you know, seems okay. Let's just pick something for elements here. Of course, there's only one element that matches, and it's just fire. It's literally, there's no earth and animal at all. So that's cool. I don't think we have any build prevention because of England anywhere at all, so I think we just take Fire in the Sky, which is a great card. This could be like a 2-cost power and it would still be good. So let's do this and go energy track. Unless I want how many? I only need 2 animal, right? I can play these 2, and if I take the fire, I get the damage, right? Boop, boop. Yeah. So then we can give plus damage to you. And you're not doing any damage except you just need to do 1 damage here. You don't even move presence. It's like, you're dead. But we can do 5. So we can like target this land or something. Or the sand here. Like we can generate a bunch of fear, push a bunch of stuff. Honestly, yeah. I wouldn't even mind just targeting this just for the huge fear bonus. And deal with that land the next turn. Because we don't have the sacred site. I went over here. We could go back and say, but I think, yeah, let's do what we do. Let's do what we do. Good. We could like rearrange and do different things, but I think this is a good plan. Does that arrow have a mouth on it? Did I just notice that? Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. I didn't really notice that. It was like, I haven't noticed that. I guess I drag it too fast. Bringer sort of got the angular sort of Inca Maya thing going on. Okay. Look at a fear card. We also have this fear card coming. We're definitely getting it, right? Defend 1 per Dahan, which we totally forgot about. Doesn't really change anything, so remove 1 explorer from land with beast, blah blah blah. Okay, that probably is next turn, maybe. Here. Now this is dependent enough because of the fear card, but we don't have anywhere else to put that, so we may as well go there. Or we don't have anywhere that matters. That is. Those are done. We can push these beasts somewhere they might do something. Now. That guy's dead. Let's get Beast back with us and put 1 over here. Maybe Beast do damage or something. Personally, like, if I could get them in a place where they would do something for swarming wasps, that would be cool, but we don't. Don't have that option. I think getting them into this... I mean, this land is just a place where you want to defend. 6, right? And we can do that. So why don't we put the beasts in here and maybe they kill the explorer or whatever. Okay. Oh, they did a thing. After the first successful build action, add explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. And if you forget that, you can always click over here, and these reminders are here for those effects. We can actually stop... Oh, we can't stop this build. There's 2 guys here. So what can we do? There's these 2. Well, at least... What does this do? 2 beer per land with Dahan and city. Oh. Beer. 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 That's a lot. Are we getting the next card? That is so much. Okay, you go here. And you just go towards the coast, I guess. I guess down into the wetland here. With the beast. Fine. Fear, fear, fear. Good thing I didn't get that guy out of there. It's worth 2 fear. We definitely get that card next turn. And we kill a city. There's the fear card. So that's going to be removing explorer from land with beast, disease, or 2 Dahan. So that's going to be more of a stopping build potential thing. Oh no, a blight. Okay. It's the blight we accept. And, right, the build. First successful build action as explored for land without invaders. And you can order this in such a way that, oh, there's no more lands without invaders, so it doesn't do anything. Actually, we can do that by clicking here first and putting the explorer there and then clicking here. Right? It's on each board, right? So I click here first. You can be clever, right? So this is an adjacent land. Here, there's no adjacent lands, so it doesn't do anything. Adjacent lands without invaders. I don't think we get to be clever for this one. There's too many empty lands. So where do we want? I mean, it does actually. This forces our hand because that's not a successful build action. He built there. Rude. Go in with the beast. Alright, they explore in the jungle. So, like, this guy is gonna get removed. They're still gonna build it. There's so much. Actually, I mean, maybe not. If this Ravage kills everyone, they don't build there. So we stop this Ravage, and the Fear card gets rid of that, right? So that we stop this build. Just an Explorer? Yeah, just an Explorer. This one, if we can kill these guys, then, or move them, we can definitely do. They don't build here. This is going to be, well, it's again, I mean, there's no whatchamacallit, token. We can always just remove some from wherever. Okay, herd towards the lurking mob. We're going to gather things and eat them, whatever. What if we gather? We can gather out and stop a Ravage, right? And we can... You always have +1 damage, right? So you can do 2 damage, you can deal with that. So we can just sort of deal with these little Ravages over here pretty easily. And Predatory Nightmares, I was going to be greedy and hit here, but maybe that's not a good idea. I think we hit here. Solve that. I mean, we could hit here. The problem is, how are we dealing with this? I guess we could Terrifying Nightmares it on the next turn. Oh, this isn't checkmark. There's stuff here. And there's stuff here. Why am I thinking that that's a checkmark? That's not definitely... There's so many buildings around. Definitely not a checkmark. I mean, I only have Sacred Site range for this, so there's very limited options. I was like, I could hit here. Actually, I can't hit here. Getting that City Fear is really juicy. It's 5. I think we can deal with that. If this blights, I trade 5 Fear for a blight here, right? So that's 2. That seems worth. And if they're gonna build anywhere, let's just put that there. We have 2 near the jungle. We can kill Explorer. I mean, they're already... Let's get rid of this guy then. Well, he's in a place with the Han, so the fear card's gonna get him. Is there a place where it actually matters? Like, definitely not, but... I guess it means, yeah, we can use the fear card somewhere else. Alright, I want to bring this. And kill you. Alright, so we're planning for this to be a fear card and actually solve it. We're gonna defend there with you. I haven't converted a beast yet, but maybe we convert here. We can also pray in the builders there, actually. They're not doubling up, but it does solve next turn problem. I don't know. We're probably reclaiming, right? We want our cards. We want... Oh, we have reclaim 1, though. Coming right up. Yeah, it turns out we have reclaim 1 coming right up. So... The problem is we don't get damage on our innate unless we find a card with plant. Plant and animal. So that's a thing. And it has to be free. No, it doesn't have to be free. I don't think it's that important that we have damage this turn on our... Oh. So let's see what we get. I don't think it's important. There's no, like, really bad spots, right? Like, there's this, but we have Terrifying Nightmares. That's easy. We got it. Also, getting Blight away from where we want to do things is really good. So, definitely click on that. We definitely get Reclaim 1. And make our Sacred Site here. Everything is happening for our fangs exactly how we want, which is nice. Click, click, click. We want to convert presents to beasts? I mean, generally we do. Beasts are generating fear, for example. We're going to get another fear card. Maybe 2. That's defended. This is... I mean... We have so much we can do. Flabbergasted. We can... do... Kill a town here. And move into here and pray on the builders. Yes. You can also, there's a place that's blighted that's blocking us, but there really isn't. That's not, restriction is like where our presence and stuff. But we can like come into here, do 2 damage, move into here, drain the builders. Entrap the forces somewhere to collect blight together? There's no blight adjacent to blight at all. Well, maybe there's a place we can isolate that or something, or building, right? Yeah, if we isolate one of these lands, then they don't build, because and they die, they don't build. So, like this one. Yeah, okay. That's where we use entrap the forces. And then we could just let that ravage, but we don't have to. Okay. What you doing? We can defend 9 there, I guess. And then, I don't know. Keep getting cards, because Fire in the Sky doesn't do anything this turn. I guess so. We get another card that gives us 1 energy. And keep getting cards. Then we're going to reclaim and have 1,000,000. We got things with our elements. All to Migrate has 2, and Devouring Ants has 2. This spirit really likes things that say damage, because they have +1 damage. It means we could, like, destroy the city here. The Dahan would die, but we would destroy the city. And we're gonna add presence. That one's a sacred site. This one's range 0. Can we... We don't have presence gathered. Actually, we can't do both of these things. We don't have a range boost. So we actually don't get to use that card. Why don't we pick a different one? So we can set up the Dawn. That's fine. Gets our innate power too. We can set up for actually defending that next turn. I think we'll reclaim and play this defend 9 and actually have enough Dahan in there to get back. We can have 2 left or whatever. Okay, Bringer, what you doing? Honestly, the reclaim one and just Terrifying Nightmares there is not bad. Reclaim all lets us do a bit more fear. Slows us down on our presence track. That's the thing. I think it's reclaim all, and then we just start doing the reclaim one a bunch. We have 2 more places to put sacred sites. Get another power. All the guards. Sap the strength. OMG. What if things just were awesome? They're bad elements, but man, there's no moon on the whole situation. That's the only bad thing about what's going on is the elements. All the guard means we could bring a Dahan in here and like dread apparitions and kill the guy. I don't mind that. Terrifying Nightmares next turn. You get to threshold it probably. Do we? We're gonna have... Yeah, we're gonna get this, right? And this is gonna let us threshold Terrifying Nightmares and start getting... We're just gonna get a Terror Victory pretty quick. Okay. Dread Apparitions. Night Terror. Bring Dahan. Don't actually even need... We could damage invaders entering the land So that if they explore here, then the guy dies. We have an extra fear card. Maybe we get another one. Is that better, or is it better to... I don't know. If they get +1 damage, that cascades, right? So, not a... I think let's not be cute for, like, the 1 in 4 chance, 1 in 5 chance that that is a Sands on stage 2. Alright. Oh, we can actually gather the blight here, too. I'm okay with that. That just puts all doubt aside for that land. Prey on the builders. Oh, we were gonna do that here. Oh, we're gonna do it here. Now I remember. Come with me. One there, and maybe go back here, maybe kill that guy. Could happen. Definitely don't build in the blighted land. Oh gosh. Cities rise for England. In the land with the most town, replace 2 towns with 2 cities. Well, that's rude. I think we have 8 damage here from the Dahan, so, and that just turns it to 7 damage, so it's safe to upgrade this. Push from a land with beasts. That's pretty good. So we are already removing them from lands with beasts. Is there anything that this actually... I mean, it just means we can remove more explorers or whatever. We can make it so there's nobody in here instead of one guy who might get a +1 next turn. Also, mountains are building in the high immigration. They're not there. They're not there. They're actually not actually building a lot. They're building some high immigration, but not a ton. This guy, I could have turned on the prompt and made him move, but we're just gonna remove him anyway. And this guy, or this town? We're not getting defend. We might get some defend. I don't know. We may as well move this guy. Probably just to another place where he gets killed, but, you know. Give him a chance. Oh, we have if the land has to hunt defend too. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I didn't read the rest of the event. That means this should go here. And he'll die. Aha. And yeah, there's not enough to haunt for that to matter. And now this guy. Go here. A thing. Okay. Remove 1. You. You. And you're all dead. I guess just guys from... You're all dead. Just these guys from this jungle, I guess. One less guy in the jungle. Or defend. Yes, it defends 7. I think it's okay. Mountains had some buildings, but nothing terrible. Hello, pricey provinces. What's going on this week? I'm back. Was off last week, but I was gonna play some multiplayer, but everyone's working. Turns out at 3 Eastern, so just playing solo. We're doing a chill England 4 quick play. And it's going swimmingly, I think. Okay. We have escalation, right? I don't think the order matters. Maybe it does because of adjacencies, right? Technically it can matter. But here we pick. I don't. Can it matter in single player? I don't even know. Maybe it can. Founding Mists. Man, sands again. We are gonna plan to defend this, and right now it is 6, so we can build another town there. It's okay. I think we don't want to let this get out of control, so. The mountains are starting to get out of control. I guess this is gonna be the wetland hero with the Honor, maybe to help us. We get probably 2 beer cars next turn. That's pretty good. And we have this is what I was talking about before, a double build in sands. Grand the Builders is going to stop both, which is very good. And we can pop that in like this land or some land where there's just one guy, or somewhere that's a problem. Yeah, so Call to Migrate is going to let us get Dahan in here for this Ravage. And we can actually keep some of them there instead of them all running away. Just 2, but... And death approaches. Actually, if we kill this guy, they don't build here twice. So I think that is worthwhile. Because as long as the Dahan kill enough stuff here, right? Which they will. Okay. Yeah, I don't honestly mind the things lining up because we can take advantage of that. Then we're gonna have like a really quiet Sands Ravage, probably just like 2 or 3 lands to worry about. We do have to worry about England's loss condition. Like, that is starting to become a concern. Okay. You definitely, I mean, you want to reclaim, but you have no energy. What do we actually want to do? We want Prey on the Builders somewhere. We have this. Ravage. Is there literally... Yeah. That's going to be solved by you. Why don't we take care of what we get? There's 2 Ravages that are doing anything? What are we doing? We're winning so hard. Okay. This is a reclaim to get back Merc territory and other stuff. And honestly, like, other spirits could help out and we could probably defend that, but I think... Yeah, let's get reclaim, and then we don't have to reclaim for a long, long time. And start getting more card plays. We don't have presence there, huh? We don't have presence there. We can have had presence there. I think we need to have had presence there. Oops. Oops. Which one? Let's take this one. We're nearby this one. We can easily get back into it. Maybe somehow we can stop that build with the side card. I don't know. Let's see. The double build. Because actually we have to be here. We have a fast... something. Maybe the fear card's gonna, like, kill that guy. I don't know. We have... things. You almost have it covered just with Fire in the Sky. Like, I would love to cover this without having to move the pawn away. That would be really cool. We definitely don't have that on our own. I think putting the Sacred Site here makes sense. And I really don't love that double build. Let's see if someone else can help about that. Maybe we get, like, use a slow power fast or something like that. Who's responsible for this? We honestly could just let that blight. But we do have defend 6s available and stuff. You're in this awkward position where you're broke and your reclaim costs money. It either means we can't add presents or we have to do reclaim 1 and only play 2 cards. I feel like we can do a lot more than that. Because we have Prey on the Builders, right? We have Nature's Resilience. We have Swarming Wasps. We have ways to stop these things from happening. Like, Swarming Wasps defend this, they don't build. Oh, they build. I don't know. There's, I'm sure something to do. So I think it's get our cards back because we can just do a lot more if we get our cards back. So we just take a and we get some other card, so it's not totally a wash. Hey, look, a card that is awesome. Great elements. Isolating is great against England. Yeah, hang on that. How can I play more cards? All right, we can set up a sacred site here. We can get. Can we set up a sacred site? How do we do that? We can. Yeah, here, boom, boom. Okay. And then we isolate it. This also isolates. Either are fine, right? This has like a different use. We don't want the Gather, Push One, Explorer, right? We actually don't want that because the guy's going to be dead. So we just need any animal now. Is there a place we can actually use this? Which is like part of the point of... Hang on. So we just need to get a sacred site within range of here. For a second. Just to use Nature's Resilience there. I mean, we don't even care because we can isolate this land. I feel like we can do something smarter there. Let's see what other spirits are doing first. Like, I guess we know what you're doing, but Bringer. Like, we could probably kill this stuff with Gift of Furious Might. We could do 4 damage. We could add a wilds. We could add a beast and do 5 damage. So like, So we don't need a sacred site to defend. We Furious Might. Add a beast. We do need to have another plant. This one has isolate. This is really spicy. I like the isolate. This one actually, okay. So is there a way we can get sacred site next to this? Push this guy out. You're just avoiding these double builds, right? Like, it's really nice. Because they don't build here just as long as there's no one there. All these like permutations going on. I think Bringer is just gonna Terrifying Nightmares stops this in one go. There's only one building next to it, this one. So yeah, I think we just keep reclaiming ones. We never have to reclaim all for a long time. Reclaim one. We like all the new backgrounds. Yeah, they're fun. There's a whole bunch now, right? Like, need to make a bigger window to add more. I guess we can just keep going off to the side, but there's a lot. Maybe we'll add some new feathery ones with promo pack 2. Let's see. Probably dread apparitions for elements. Call the guard isn't needed this turn at all, or I guess next turn we could use it if they have a double build there. We can, or we don't want them to build. I don't know. We're gonna. I want a card with animal. So that. And we get our own element. And we get 3 moon and we generate a heckin' ton of fear. So I think we're still gonna double build here no matter what we do. There's too much stuff. So we go here. And alright, let's work out what's going on here. There's like this and this and this. Can we stop 2 of them from building? That would be what I want. I'm pretty sure I can't stop 3. I'm pretty sure I can't stop this one. Probably, because it's far away. I definitely can easily stop 1 by a bunch of ways. But it all has to do with sacred sites and presence placement and everything. So with this thing we're talking about, if I add swarming wasps here, there's an extra beast. I use ranging hunt, gather a beast, and do 5 damage. Now I have 1 presence here. The problem is that's the only one, and I can't make a sacred site anywhere, right? So entrap the force of corruption oh, not that, but this one stops a build totally in any situation, but you have to have a sacred site. Yeah, I think I'm in this situation where I can do a bunch of things, but not exactly the thing I want. But I think I can definitely stop these 2 from building and allow this to ravage. I think that's the thing. I can't stop both from building and stop the ravage. That's what I'm getting hung up on. So what I have to do is not worry about that. And instead, so what we want to do is end up with a sacred site in one of these lands. We can't end up with and still use and the builders. That's a thing too, right? Oh, but we could use swarming wasps to push the guy away and then isolate it. I think that's what I was missing. So because part of the build range 0 makes it hard. So we use ranging hunt to we could just kill the guy. So ranging hunt here. Kill the guy, move the presence either here or here for the sacred site. Then we set them on a trail and trap. And that's it. And so we have another free action. We don't need swarming wasps. That stuff, that isolates both these lands. We end up with a sacred site right here, or here. Maybe here. Unless we want presence in the jungle. It doesn't super matter. Oh, if the sacred site ends up here, we can defend that. Okay. Alright. Stuff somehow happened, and you don't have to play that, but you could give it over here for Predatory Nightmares again, and we can make a fear party. I think don't have anything better to do except maybe put a wetlands or a badlands, so let's... Yes, I currently do not have sacred sites, but I'm going to figure that out, don't worry. And before I do all of that, we should look at the fear card. We're getting 2. And I get Moon, so that might change everything. Gather 2 Dahan, 1 damage if Dahan are present. 1 damage. Actually, gathering 2 Dahan here is great because we're going to defend it. And we each get to pick a land, so we can get more Dahan in here, we can get Dahan, blah, 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 whatever. That's great. I don't think that really... Oh, it means we can stop them building there. So, cool. Good stuff. Oh, except they build before Ravage. So it doesn't... But whatever. Alright. You guys are going somewhere. Out. Go over here. Make a million fear. Actually, I'm going to put these Dahan in here. Maybe the other fear card does damage per Dahan or something like that. And we're going to rather bring them back anyway, right? So that honestly doesn't matter. All right. So we can just go ahead and... It doesn't matter. We're going to do the entrap later. So ranging hunt. Bring a beastie with presence. And 1 here. I mean, 1 may as well go in here. Maybe it does a little more damage or something. Sacred Site. Warning. Okay. Trap. Yeah, gather the blight. Sure, there's not going to be anything there. Set them on the ever-twisting trail. Push. You. Probably into this mountain where the beasts might kill you, or in here. Maybe in here. And defend 6. So, that is all very nice. They're not building there, yeah? They're not building there. They're not building there. They're not building there. Double build, double build, double build. So we stopped half of the builds. Half of the double builds. I feel okay with that. And we stopped this ravage. We figured it out. Life's balance tilts. What's the Dahan part? On each board with 4 or more town, city, and 4 or fewer Dahan. I don't think there is such a board. Oh, this one. This one only has 4 Dahan. What does it do? Never happens. Add blight. Okay, but all the Dahan are down here. They all decided to migrate. Okay. We still actually have a disease on the map. I definitely want to add beasts. And we have a lot of animal. And we might remove blight. They have +1 health, but whatever. Fortify. We only need 5 more. And you have a cheap reclaim, so I'm going to get you to discard, I think. Cards. Like all your animal cards. Yeah. I don't want to pay any energy. Let's just do the reclaim range 0. That's fine. If we even want, we can not do that. All right, we're adding beasts. And put them in places we want to blow up, I think. We're going to need to blow up soon. Hey, it's slow. It's not slow. And blight. The land without... I would love to put this in a sands that was not doing anything, but we can't do that. So I guess this mountain is fine. Gather to dawn. So we didn't get the other fear card. Didn't actually generate enough fear. This is ravaging. Make more con. Doesn't actually do anything. I mean, we hurt the guy. Here, we want to bring Dahan. Yeah. You don't actually get to even kill an explorer. It's hilarious. We're gonna want to have Dahan in here for the Ravage. Or whatever. So let's do that. Terrifying Nightmares might. I think so. Or sorry, Predatory Nightmares. I don't know. Not hopeful. Like temporary England 5 this turn. No coastal lands break for us. Okay. We have 5 buildings there. 4 buildings here. A bunch here. Yeah, so that mountain is actually a game loser. That's the only one with 5, I think. This might have 5, but yeah, it has 5. Okay. Can't reach that. Can reach this. We can make that be a little less problematic. And or generate a bajillion fear. You can be adjacent. It's fine. This takes 4. Yeah, I actually should have hit the explorer, I guess. Move these towns somewhere else. Just like here, so they're not building up too big a land. I have to push it on? No. Up to. And like defend 5 good here. Maybe a cultic guard's not enough, right? But we have ways. We have things. 2 damage, huh? We actually can stop this build. I think that's... Okay. Or do we want to stop that build in the Blighted Land? Yeah, that's better. Because they don't build there, right? Well, they do because of high immigration. And do they build here because of high immigration? They do. Well, at least it's one less thing. I think, yeah. Oh, gross. I think that's better than just killing an explorer in here, right? How much? 15. I think we just allow that blight. But we can't allow them to keep growing there so much. Okay. We could get in with the defend 6 here from you, but the problem is it doesn't... a ranging hunt doesn't do anything then? Not great. I would like ranging hunt to do something. Like here. Where we need it to do something. We need to be blowing stuff up there. How is this not cascading? So this is just cascading, right? Or not cascading, just ravaging. This, maybe, we can do with. This, we have to deal with. And everything else is fine. Fine, fine, fine. This is game losing. On escalation, we lose. So that's not good. There's a bunch of high immigration builds. Like, I think we're not stopping any of them. So that's not ideal, but I think stopping half of the jungle, half of the sands was pretty important. These would all have like 6 damage on them right now. So, what should we do? Only 2 guys here. Can't see them. There's only 5. Chat keeps reconnecting. I don't know why. I don't know that reclaiming Terrifying Nightmares is a good pick here. You could look for a different card. I mean, actually, Dreams of the Dread Apparitions defends enough here, right? He's using 2 things to solve 1 land, but not the end of the world. Or we could put presence in here and Dread Apparitions and probably get some more defend. Or we could use, this is only 2 fear. It's like close. Call to Guard is close too. What if we just generate 1 million fear every turn? That's the thing I'm... Just Terrifying Nightmares for days. Honestly, we're just gonna do that. Okay. We have energy. We have stuff. So... let's do it. Okay. We murdered things in the mountains here, I guess. I want to murder this. Maybe just pray on the builders here. They don't get a city. It's easy to deal with. And we murder over here. I think we got to murder over there. We got to get as many beasts over there as possible. We want to get 4 card plays. 5 card plays soon. Reclaim. One of these. Probably does something. Maybe we could stop this build. We could... yeah. We already have the Sacred Site here. Just stop this build. And that's pretty good. Elements are on. I'm down. Get a power card. 1 energy. More 0 cost elements on cards like that. That's great. And 6. What if I just got the card I was wanting? Speaking. We don't have another Earth, but no problem. What if you turned into a beast and a beast party started happening in there? We don't need this defend right now. We want this. And this. And something else. That. Okay. We almost got full threshold on Frenzied Assault, which we can probably use this turn. Okay. That's gonna blight. That's overhandled. We care about defending this. What if we pick up another card? We still don't get to play 3. We could strife here. I don't want to reclaim. I want to get more options. So we could, if we get like defend 2 worth of stuff, we can fire in the sky there. So let's see what we get. Honestly, it could be major time. If I don't take a major now, I'm not taking one next turn. It's the turn after. Seems like a long time. But I wouldn't be able to play anything that costs more than 3. So I'm still, unless I take the 4, I couldn't play anything that costs more than 4. Yeah, okay, major. All right. Spiders, Rock and Thorn, Unlock the Gates, Entwined Power. They're all playable. None of them are my elements. I mean, obviously, Unlock the Gates is my elements. But I guess it's spiders. Probably. Spiders is closer to elements. Yeah. This is more useful for next turn, but spiders is really good. That's the argument. But spiders is really good. I'm liking Gift of Furious Might this game. Roaster's Rampage is not doing a whole lot. So that's going to be... Oh, maybe this one. Okay. That one has elements for this, though, doesn't it? Just the earth. But honestly... You need that more than the other thing? Hang on. I could forget that, but I like Badlands. Let's forget this. And we're gonna, this is range 2 Sacred Sites, so it's really easy. Let's get either, we could spread out a bit and try to help. I don't think that's really necessary. I think the other 2 spirits. Good. Let's flow, oh, we need the energy. So we have dealt with this. Huzzah. Okay, and we got Badlands. And we got damage. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can get another moon. Would I be able to threshold this? No, not even close. So any other element make a big, I mean, it makes +1 damage. Yeah, I think +4 fear is more worth. What's our card? Add strife in a different land with at least 2 invaders. That is actually something. That means we can strike this city and defend 1 here. So 1 of the stripes is here. And 2 of them here, and we block this. Or we could, yeah, actually, Infestation is great here because they're also going to escalate in here, right? So blocking that as well. Good. Come here, Beat. We're blocking 3 actions. I think you want to stay in the jungle because of reasons. defend one. Yeah, so we're gonna get a stripe here, a stripe here. They're not different lands, right? They are different lands. Honestly, it's still worthwhile doing that there. We're getting another fear card. It might help. It's totally worthwhile. I have a Terrifying Nightmares now for free that I was gonna use and now I don't need. So that's cool. Alright, we're going to add beasts here. Blow the heck up out of that. Well, by blow the heck up, I mean kill 2 times. We're getting there. And maybe I should have left my presence there just because being in jungle is what I want. So, well, I was going to block this build, but now I could Terrifying Nightmares that land. I was going to isolate something. I was going to stop this from building. That was the plan. That was a while ago. I was going to prey on the builders here. Alternatively, I could Terrifying Nightmares there. I could Terrifying Nightmares here. And then still end up getting adjacent stuff. Maybe they don't immigration here. Which means they don't build here, actually. So actually moving these guys, how much is in here? Putting another town in there is kind of scary. Kind of scary. We can kill some of them in the slow phase. It's kind of scary. Let's do the spooky thing. They're skipping 3 builds, right? But if there's an event that says add a town to blah blah blah, then we lose. So we're risking that. Taking a risk. And beast stay. Ooh. Build cards cause 1 extra build action. That's not happening there. They're skipping a build somewhere, I think. That's what's happening. Probably like everywhere. Or maybe no, they're not doing anything anywhere. They're between 3 and 9 everywhere. And we get free defend. This gets defended. It wasn't checkmarked, but now it is. So that's cool. Also, 6 fear. Yeah, fear party. The fear train is rolling. Bonus defend. Alright, add strafe. Yeah. So, that's good. That's it. We can just strafe this guy. We're just gonna kill him, right? But we could be killing somewhere else. So let's strafe this guy. And we may as well strafe one of these guys. And 2 in all lands. Okay, just in case you were worried. Gather 1 into land with town city or gather town. This guy's not even anywhere near a town. Can't get him out of there. These 2 Dahan are killing everything here. That's all set. We could gather a town out of here. Have 1 less thing. Guess we could, yeah, we could just get the stuff out of this mountain. They're not building, but we can get it all out of there. I don't want to group them up together. I just want to group explorers up. I guess we pull these towns out and they don't build here, right? We stop the high immigration build here. And we have no high immigration build there. Don't do it there. We do here. We do here. We do here. I guess we just pull this last explorer. Like there's nothing else to do. And just pull something out of this mountain that's actually like a problem. What if we pull a town here? Then the Dahan kill. Yeah, if we do that, then the Dahan kill 2 buildings instead of just 2 explore. That's better. Makes the mountain a little easier. Wish I had the damage. That would be very nice. I probably could have killed the city there. I can put it Badlands and kill the city. So, that's fine. Or maybe we should hit it. I think we should hit that. Probably. We have escalation. Skip. Definitely skip. We would. There's only 5 buildings there now. Or there's still 6. We would lose. So, we didn't lose. We definitely have to kill stuff here. They're still not going into wetlands, but they're escalating in here now, so there's 5 in that one. Badlands. Bring a presence. Yes. Think. Kill non-striped city. Tune of the jungle. Yes. Can't get him for some reason. Oh, I can't get him because I'm not in the jungle anymore. Just 1 less in this sand, I guess. 1 less. Now they all fit. Frenzied Assault does 3 damage. How much is happening here now? 10, so that's enough for my actual defend card. So that's... Oh, there's no Badlands there. The Badlands here, but the city's already damaged, so... He's strifed, I'm not too concerned. I guess I could have killed everything here. But I'm not worried about that. That's dealt with. Alright, another turn. We have defend 3 for that. It's only 11. There are 3 beasts, 4 damage, 5 damage. We put a presence in there. Still not enough, but if we do that, that gets it down to 6, but we don't have a sacred site for the defend. We could like get a card that has earth on it, probably. We have this tiny one, big one, cascade. Good. And that one's empty. But this actually is a problem. And this is an escalation risk, event risk. The things are, I think you're reclaiming. Oh my gosh. We're still not getting the 3 card plates. Get us to 3 card. We're not getting Are we getting this? If we get this threshold, it actually does stuff. There's a good chance this is sand. No, it's good if it's coastal, then it would work there. Or if they go to escalate there, it would work. We could hit this again with spiders, and it would just murder everything. Yeah, we have to click the animal at the top to get that, right? No, we don't, because we have 2 already. So we just have to play an air card and an earth card. We don't have them in separate elements. We don't have a card that has air and earth. And that's what we need. Maybe Bringer can help us. Bringer can definitely help us. I mean, everything we're playing has fire, right? Or animal. Unless we're gonna play this. We could play this finally. Which means we have to take the animal. What's our second play? Is it this? I keep thinking the Ravages in the Sands, it's actually in the mountains. I don't want to play my 2. I can't even afford to play that. I can't afford to play this and that. I can't afford anything. I can only play these 2 cards again. If I want to play spiders, which I think I do. I think we just hope for a fear card that deals with these Ravages or let them blight. I think that's okay to do that. And also maybe we get Sacred Sites under threat. Okay. We don't want to lose the game. Yes. I guess if we put presence in here and don't convert it, we can defend. And there are Dahan. So maybe we do that. We can play 5 and reclaim 2. We have no energy. Oh, I've started reclaiming this. Didn't take. That's a weird sequence. Want +3 energy. We play all of these and then something else. See what we need. We don't. We play a fire fire animal. We get the big thing. But actually, we do want nature's resilience. So I think we just use a whole bunch of actions to deal with that, but in a way that progresses the game as well. So this one is risky. We could say Terrifying Nightmares to get another fear card, basically, and upgrade them. They're level 3. I think that's the risk. We can push out. We can just leave a single city here and I get an any, so I can give the element to someone else now. This is the Terrifying Nightmares game. Welcome to the game. We can bring more Dawn in there, or we can generate fear somewhere. We can generate 2 fear. You can see, yeah, we can generate 4 fear there. Is it? Maximum of 3. Generate 3 fear. If we need to reach tier level 3, which I don't think we would need that for that. Well, you can't afford to even get anywhere near the threshold. What's your threshold? Oh my gosh. Can I not get to the threshold? What if instead of... There's just no way, right? We needed to reclaim. Okay. We just can't allow them to build here. I mean, they could. It's not for sure. Maybe you could be doing something better. Who else would want this? I guess you could get fire. Didn't you get an any? What happened to your... What did I take off the card track? What am I doing? I just want more card plays. I don't know. That was not what I should click. Okay. Moon. Alright. I mean, I could actually take animal. That's a way. Versus whatever else is happening. Yeah, actually, I think animal's better. Turns out. Oh, what happened to my any? I think it got picked. Oh, that's an interesting case. You can't undo it easily there. It like redoes it for you. It shouldn't redo that for you, right? I'm in the production version, but I'm going to report this. Because actually, I think this is what people are complaining about. They can't undo the any element, and we never really understood what they were, like, what they actually did. Because, like, you can normally undo to some extent, but if you uncover the any, and you choose it, and then you undo this, it doesn't let you choose it again. So, I'm going to report it. I don't know if you get to see my bug report on the stream here. Steam browser just keeps making new tabs. This is how you send a bug report. UA. Placing an any presence track node presence as you choose the element right then. Do and redo the growth, undo and replace that presence. It doesn't let you pick a different element. I can put emoji. Loudly crying face. No. Yeah. All right. Bug report for me. All right, I can do this. It's annoying, but I can do it. Oh, huh. Yeah, we're back here. Because we never revealed any new information. So if I do this and I say not now, it's probably fine. Okay. 0. Doesn't actually matter which thing we click here, right? Because we don't have enough energy. So let's go card place. For sacred sites under threat. And you did energy and add presence and reclaim a bunch. Yeah, that's what we did. And we made a sacred site. No, we did this because we're going to bring the sacred site in. Doesn't matter, right? I guess it matters from a character perspective. Okay. And we're getting back nature's resilience and swarming wasps for more damage. Okay, that can play more power pairs out. Just those. All right, and we're going to get ourselves that moon. 2 strife in a land not matching a ravage card. That's not what I want. But it's what I get. I get defend +3. Huh. I have more defend than I thought. We're down to 6 damage here. And so the beasties can go to a more place. Could move my presence. Sure, in case they get a boost or whatever. So we can defend 6 there. We may as well defend here. There's no other place I can use for defend. We can do that here. Alright, Terrifying Nightmares. I was gonna like reduce this land so there's a chance of not cascading. I guess I have to put these guys somewhere where they're gonna build. Or that's fine. Build your city. Do what you want. We have 2 turtle 3 cards. We're not gonna get more than that. So I can bring 2 Dahan in here. And it's very likely that they kill this guy. So these 2 are probably blighting, but we'll see. Next, Explorer card matches all lands. Fine. Ignore escalation. That is the big thing, but it's probably going to say coastal land. That's going to suck. There was no disease. We get to reclaim power cards or regain. Oh my gosh, you're telling me that I can get back on Midnight Stream. This is the favorite thing for Bringer. The best thing. Add 2 strife in a land not matching a ravage card and 1 fear per player. I don't think I had enough fear with that. I could have upgraded. I could have tried to get the next fear card slightly, but alright. So I don't know. Have a strife. I don't have End of Calamity anymore, so this isn't really that important. Remove 1 city from 11th Sacred Site. That's not enough. It means we can stop a couple blights. So and that cascade is happening. We can remove some cities, or 1 city. The city's already strifed, but at least it's gone, right? Because we have to remove all cities. That's our... I mean, they're just going to build it back. We're going to build a city anyways. Remove a town. 1 less building, right? Oh, they're not building it back, or whatever. We need like 10 damage per strike or something cool like that. Jason says, I probably broke that with Starlight. I already forgot what the bug was, but I'll... Oh, it was the growth undo element thing. That's possible. Cascady McScady. Okay, I guess you're going here. Even though they're definitely exploring into that land. I don't want to go here. Coastal lands. We ignore any escalation icon on it. Thank you. And they explore everywhere. Thank you very much. I guess it's all lands without invaders, so they do actually They explored in fewer lands than they would have normally. I really wasn't paying attention to where they were building. It was jungle. I really want to murder this place. Only 10, actually. But we can, I think, murder it all. So... we put another bad... What if we have second Badlands? What if we have 4 damage? Alright, we are still a few free cards away, but things are happening. We have a terrifying chase. We could remove a bit of this. I think that's a good idea. You guys go over here. Make some fear. And make some beasts. More beasts. This is my only jungle presence right now. Make beasts here. We might kill those guys. I don't know. The other land is pretty taken care of, so. So jungle ravage is... there's one cascade here. Honestly, I'm not really concerned about the ravage. I just want to take out the trash. So we can actually... there's a land with lots of Dahan here. All Midnight's Dreams. Pop in there and go wild. Unfortunately, we don't have any other cards. We just have Call Midnight's Dreams. What are you? You're reclaiming all. You're all the way card play track. Is everyone like all the way card play track? No, obviously Breakers. Alright, reclaim. We're still on minors. You got Inflame the Fires of Life. Is Encompassing Ward a good idea here? We aren't in the lands that are ravaging though, so really. I feel like I want Defend 2 in all lands now. We don't have that. Look at this, we're playing 5. I think we have to gain energy, right? We only have 3 0-cost cards. I love that plus energy button. Alright, we have defend, all kinds of defend, so we have things. So we can defend some of these things. What about this? Yeah, we can defend this. That's kind of an important one. Nature's Resilience, we can defend this. These two together are just like amazing. And we can probably kill this with this. And I don't know what else. You may do both. You want to do both? Probably. And we can stop them building in the coast. We could stop them double building if we can get in there. That's probably a good idea. Or isolate it. But we have to kill it. We can kill it. That's the easy part. But maybe isolate it instead. What if we gather light from here in case they get like +3 damage with cities or whatever? And we isolate it so they don't build. That seems good. Alright, that's gonna be built. That's a double build in the mountain. Alright, you're playing like all your non-wool cards. We're getting to 3 card plays. It's a very exciting time. We can defend 9 here. We can throw a strife on that. Sure. And whatever else. I think I just want energy right now. And we need a sacred site to do that. So bump. Get to play a 3rd card. What? Something with animal. Plus damage? Or kill stuff. It doesn't kill cities. I think this. It's cheaper and it's very effective. Okay. Here's the thing. Calling Midnight Streams is cool, but I guess I could. It doesn't. I don't get a lot of energy from it. That's the situation. Is there something? Do I have any fast Dahan movement? I don't think so. I have 1 Dahan in my lands now. So I've reclaimed Terrifying Nightmares again. The issue is that I only get 1 energy from Midnight Streams. I could just use it for the fear. Or don't play the major power. I think just like it's better to be continuing to get this card. Actually, I think we get 1 more energy, right, with this. So this still seems like the best. And I can take my own moon now, and we can give someone else an element, such as nothing that matters. So forget that, but whatever. I guess it's better to save that. Whoops. Yeah, well, sorry, we went back too far, but I think we know what we're doing. Do we know what we're doing? Gaining energy. I clicked back too far. So I remember what I was doing. You did this, and you went here. You played this, and this. I want to save the any element for the event. This is my long-winded explanation. Or maybe for a major I pick up from that, but I only have 3 energy for it, right? So it's risky. The major, I don't even get a major that I can use. So, or might not do anything. Not many fast, cheap majors that do a lot. Bargains of power and protection, I guess. What else were we playing for you? Oh, we were gonna stop the build up there. Okay. Do we convert? I don't think so. I think we need our presence where it is and stuff. We look at the fear card. We get one of our own elements, moon. Floor does not affect coastal lands. They don't act in lands of disease. That is lame. Night terrors. Terrifying nightmares. I didn't even know where this is going to go. But whatever. I think we were gonna kill this guy, right? Unless we had... No, we decided to kill up here. Well, maybe that guy kills him. It's possible. Or were we carapace landing there? No, I don't know. Or Nature's Resiliencing here. Or Carapace Landing here. We're going to pray on the builders here. That was better than whatever was happening down there. So, Ranging Hunt. Could actually kill more, but I don't really have a lot that I can move in there with Terrifying Nightmare, so wow. Oh, I do actually need to put my presence in. And I think I'm gonna... I have a sacred site here, but just for flexibility, I'm going to... have a sacred site over here as well. I seem to have a lot of sacred site powers for some reason. Alright, this is going here. Gudahan. And align with city, and maybe they kill the city for us. Fire in the sky. Look, a fear card. Another fear card. This is 6. That's half. Oh, not for you, actually. Usually it's been for you. Let's... Whoa. I don't know what to do. What is Terrifying Nightmares going to do, actually? Could stop... I could stop... Why don't I strike that? Why did I click there? Strike this. Didn't notice it, I guess. Terrifying Nightmares, this is kind of boring, but it does stop a blight. I think this is actually a better target because of 5 buildings being there. That's like the most dangerous England land right now, right? We can spread them out a little bit. I think that's what we kind of need to do. Like, sprinkle the towns around a little. There. And you go in there too. I don't know. Maybe the beast eats you. Just a sprinkle. And so this is only 2 fears. We're not getting another card. Unless it's a major that makes 6 fear, which is for 3 energy. Like, doesn't seem likely. But rather that than just 2 fear, right? Maybe it's a card we get next time. Angry Bears. The 1 card here we could pick. We have lots of stuff at range 0 now. I accept. And we have no chance to threshold it, but we wait and see. Oh, we get plus damage. So actually, do you want plus damage or do you want plus damage? You have Frenzied Assault. It has to be aligned with beasts. This is range 0, so it only works. There's going to be a city here. So it works there. There's lands we can maul a bit. You're not actually in lands with beasts, so you don't get the plus damage. Yeah, I think it's Bringer because that lets us get city here. So, and you may have noticed a new thing is if you have an any element, it will allow you. It will wait for you to finish using powers. That's a thing, because maybe your element would unlock a thing. So that's a thing that it does now. I think that was changed in the last 2.8 maybe. Towns do +1 damage when ravaging. Okay. Add disease to inland land with the most. Cool. Does that actually stop any builds for us? No, does not. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it stops them escalating there, or not escalating, we're high immigration there later. Gain energy, reclaim a card. Ooh, I like that. They don't act in lands with disease. I think I knew that was coming. I don't think it changed my decision at all, so. 2 damage per Dahan. Spicy. That means we can kill some cities and stuff. It means this doesn't blight. When they blight, they actually, it removes the town or whatever. I mean, they were gonna die from the Dahan anyway. Oh man, no Dahan here. All the Badlands. Actually stops 2 builds here. Does it? It does. Stops 2 builds there. That's interesting. So I like this one and this one. A lot. So they're gonna build another city, but this kills the city. And this kills the city. Actually, my decision is getting made for me because if something kills a city, we get another fear. So we need, or actually, oh, we can kill a town and get a fear card. Okay, so yeah, I click here. Add strife to an invader. Well, wish I knew about that. -1 health per strife to a minimum of 1. So we could there. Oops, no blights. And I think this is our Angry Bear spot now. Probably, I don't know. I guess, no, our Angry Bear spot can still be here. If we put 2 strife on the city, then the Dahan kill both. So I think that's actually... We have like 2 cards left. Yeah. It's going to be a fear victory. Unless we kill the cities, but that's very unlikely against England. They keep building more all the time. More, more, more. Okay. My element was unnecessary. I choose fire. The Angry Bears, I think makes sense to go here. Is there something else that I can do? I don't think so. This only cares about beasts. Get a big fear bomb. And send this guy out of here. Oh my gosh, 4 damage. Here with the Badlands and just wreck everything. Good. Not solved, but we're not looking to solve the game here. We're just looking to generate 8 fear, which is happening momentarily. kill... Oh, I can kill 2 cities over here. Both. Why not both? Ah. I need one more fear. I need one more fear to win the game. How is that possible? Reclaim 1. We gotta go for the MVP of this game. We got a volcano going here. Alright, just do whatever. GG. Your land I can use where this doesn't do anything. One guy. Finish pushing. Stay where you are. GG. Alright, that was pretty fun. Good combo of spirits. Good pace to the game. Ebbs and flows. Yeah, I felt like I was super in control and then I wasn't, so... And then I got it back, so... Good game. Alright, so that has been just a quick play, difficulty 7 game with England 4. Good times. So, yeah, this has been a Spirit Island stream. Next week, let's hopefully get some Promo Pack 2 previews for you. Let's see. But enjoy the game that you've got, and we will get you previews of next up stuff as soon as we can. We are looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and stay safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.